Welcome to the Iowa High School All-Star Game. I'm Robert Reese, your play-by-play announcer for today, and we've got the players all lined up down there on the field now. We're about to have introductions of all the players and national anthem. We'll go ahead and go down to the field to hear the introduction of the players. Looking at the field, you have the East versus West here. East is in the red shirts, the black trunks, black and white trunks, and the West team is in the gray shirts. And starting from the middle, going for the West team that was just announced, you saw a lot of the students raising their hands. We'll start with the goalkeeper right there. Goalkeeper is Josh Cooley. Then you have Christian Mahia. He's going to be number 1. Number 2 is Augie Bergstrom, going towards the right once again. Number 3, Braxton Rottinghouse. Number 4, Nick Schwacke. Number 5, Joey Phillip. Number 6, Zach Steffen. Number 7, Daniel Stewart. Number 8, Dylan Keegan. Number 9, Solomon Constant. Number 10, Nathan Hines. Number 11, Roberto Weiser. Number 12, Brendan Childs. Number 13, Noah Attenhoffen. Number 14, Sam Minnick. Number 15, Mitchell Lansky. Number 16, Dane Harris. Number 17, Will Warner. And then number 28, another goalkeeper, is Caleb Kesterson. Then we go to I'm sorry, I just went from left to right. That was the East boys. Now we're going to the gray team. If you look at the gray shirts, continue on going left to right. West boys, Lucas Ryman. He's a goalkeeper. You also have another goalkeeper, Jake Portratz. He's from Norwalk. And then you have Zach Hirschfield, midfielder. Number 2, Hernan Martinez. Jake Darterer. Martin Rodriguez. Trevor Fuccio. Andrew Wittry. Jaden Irvin. Luke Reese. Ethan Knudsen. Mark Broderick. Brett Kerr. Ryan Hawkins, David Thompson, Greg Orlovs, Max Mahari, Dario Hernandez, and Colt Kibberts. That's your all-star teams for both the East and the West. East team has representation from Cedar Rapids, Cedar Valley, Benton, Clinton, Hudson, Washington, Waterloo, Solon, Mid-Prairie, Grinnell, Pella. West team has representation from Dowling Catholic, Norwalk, Des Moines Hoover, Des Moines North, Marshalltown, Underwood, Carroll, Waukee, Harlan, West Des Moines Valley, Johnston, Atlantic, Ankeny, Christian Academy, Des Moines Roosevelt, Storm Lake, and Winterset. Let's go down to the field as they're playing the national anthem at the time. What's your last name, Dan? All right, national anthem just finished up. So now we have the East boys in red walking to get things started with the West boys who are in the gray. As we get ready to kick this thing off over here, just as a point of reference, 90 degrees right now. So it's a hot one out here for the boys. There are some clouds in the sky, but not much. The wind is blowing from right to left at a moderate breeze, not too breezy. Nice enough for us up here in the booth to have a little bit of a breeze. I don't think it's a strong enough breeze to affect the ball movement that much, though. But it's going to be a hot one down there. 90 degrees right now. And, of course, down on the pitch, it's a little bit hotter. All right. About ready to get this thing kicked off here. West team, once again, gray shirts. East team, red shirts. East going left to right. West going left. East going right to left. West going left to right. Of course, with this being an Iowa All-Star game, the Iowa High School All-Star game, can expect quite a few substitutions. Kick over to the middle. Nice stop. Kicking over to the right. Good pass. That'd be Mitchell Lansky from Davenport Central. Dane Harris with the corner kick. Dane Harris from Grinnell. Kick over in the middle. Header. Header was done by Daniel Stewart from Clinton. Almost had a follow-up right there from Braxton Rottenhouse from Hudson. Kick by Augie Bergstrom. That was going to go on out. From the West, got the throw in from Luke Reese. Picked up by the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper would be Lucas Ryman from Dowling Catholic in West Des Moines. For those of you watching online, that's where we are located. We're at Valley Stadium in West Des Moines. Throw in from Dylan Keegan from Beckman Catholic in Dyersville. Nathan Hines from Waterloo with the ball. Oh, a good header attempt from Daniel Stewart. Goalkeeper Josh Cooley with the stop. His second stop already. West team in the grays. Nice pass from Jake Dotterer from Underwood. Pass from Roberto Weiser. And we'll have a corner. Corner kick kicked out by Dylan Keegan. And the kick right there from Roberto Weezer. Heading on out. We're going to have Lucas Ryman, the goalkeeper, picking that up. Coach for the West Boys is Ben Shakirk from Storm Lake. Coach for the East Boys, Merrick Laskowski from Beckman Catholic. Now the players are all set up. Goalkeeper Lucas Ryman for the West is going to go ahead and kick this one out here, or for East. Roberto Weezer with the ball. Kicks out there. East with the steal. Roberto Weezer with the steal. Kick out. Kicks it over to Luke Reese. Getting a lot of action over on that side of the field there. Nick Schwakey from Pleasant Valley. Schwakey. Dylan Keegan with the kick, and right over to Braxton Rottinghouse with the score. East up 1-0 with 35 minutes left in the first period. Woo! Good stop from Josh Cooley over there. Oh, another good stop from Josh Cooley over there. A lot of congestion over there. That makes it really difficult when you got that much ball movement going on there, but he was able to keep his head with it, make the stop, kick it on out. Luke Reese with the throw in. Hernan Martinez. Kick over to Trevor Fuccio. To Brett Kerr. Right back over to Jake Dotterer, who's actually one who scored last time. Pass over to Luke Reese. Pass came from Mark Broderick from West Des Moines Valley, which is the stadium. This is his home stadium right here. Number 10 for the red team. It's Trevor Fuccio with the steal, passing it on over to Brett Kerr. Almost stolen from Nick Ottenhoffen. Now it is stolen up there. Passed over to Dylan Keegan. Dylan Keegan with it again. With the offsides. Goalkeeper Lucas Ryman going to go ahead and take this one. Yeah. Good pass over there to Zach Hirschfeld with the stop. Once again, Josh Cooley getting a lot of action compared to Lucas Ryman. He's had quite a few stops and, of course, one goal against him. Lucas Ryman over there not having as many opportunities to get stops. It just shows a lot of the action's been on that side of the pitch thus far. Good pass over there from Dylan Keegan, trying to get it over to Zach Steffen. Wasn't really able to get too far with it here. We're going to get another opportunity. Nice kick out from Josh Cooley, the goalkeeper, once again. He had a move from Martin Rodriguez, who was trying to get in position to try to score. Josh Cooley came out nearly out of the box in order to make that stop right there. We got pass over to Braxton Rottinghouse to Mitchell Lansky. Mitchell Lansky with the ball right now. Passing it on over to Nick Schwacke. Nathan Hines passing it over to Braxton Rottinghouse. Braxton Rottinghouse with the ball again. Now passing it on over to Solomon Constant from Fairfield. And Solomon Constant from Fairfield takes it from Luke Reese. Still controlling it. Braxton Rottinghouse now with it. Passing to Solomon Constant. But he loses it to Hernan Martinez from Des Moines Hoover. Nice stop from Hernan Martinez there. It was a good push from the East team there. Now we've got Mitchell Lansky, Davenport Central, throwing it in. Kick off from, I believe that would be that's Dylan Keegan. Dylan Keegan throwing it in. Header going the wrong way. Braxton Rottinghouse getting the ball, kicking it. Stop from Lucas Ryman. He kicks it out, falls right between Noah Attenhoffen, Solomon Constant. Dylan Keegan passes it over to Solomon Constant. Solomon Constant with the ball. Kicks it on out. Lucas Ryman stop this one or let it go through. There he goes. East boys are in gray. West boys are in red. We're listening and watching the Iowa High School All-Star Game presented by the Des Moines Menace professional soccer team. Yeah, the fight right there between Martin Rodriguez. Oh, here we go. Roberto Weiser. Number 11 over there. One with the stop. Kicking it back in to Nathan Hines from Waterloo East. He kicks it over to Nick Schwacke from Pleasant Valley. Kicks it back to him. Now it's over to Dylan Keegan. Who kicks it back to Braxton Rottinghouse. Braxton Rottinghouse keeping it from Martin Rodriguez, as well as Jake Dotterer. And Nick Schwacke kicking it out. Stop from Mark Broderick from West Des Moines Valley. His home stadium here. And I'm passing over to Hernan Martinez. Hernan Martinez throwing it in. Throws it over to Trevor Fuccio from Marshalltown. Passes it over to Brett Kerr from Johnston. Roberto Weiser there trying to make the stop. The West boys reset as Mark Broderick, also from West Des Moines Valley over here, sends it on over. East boys now with it. You got the steal right there from Jake Dodder, who's the only score came from him. And you got a pass over there from Jaden Irvin, who passed it over to Dario Hernandez. It's Dario Hernandez there. Jaden Irvin with it. Jaden Irvin still fighting for it. Shoots and misses. Just on the outside there. Josh Cooley. It's another bit of a break. He's going to be throwing it in here. "25 minutes left. The wind has actually kind of died down here as well, so now it's just a very, very slight breeze. When we started 15 minutes ago, you had a little bit of a stronger breeze at least, enough that if you're sitting on the sidelines, it kind of keep you cool a little bit in this 90-degree weather. Now it's just died off. The flags aren't even hardly moving, so that makes it kind of a stale, stagnant, hot environment to try to play soccer in. You got Jaden Irvin over there from Des Moines Lincoln. Passing it to Luke Reese, who passes it over to Jake Dodder from Underwood, and was trying to go for his second score and wasn't able to get it. A little on the outside. Josh Cooley, goalkeeper for the East boys. Josh Cooley from Gladbrook Rhinebeck. Kicks it on out. Just misses his own player. Gets kicked out from Brett Kerr. Pass on over to Hernan Martinez, who passes it over to Luke Reese. And it gets stopped by Mitchell Lansky from Davenport Central. Luke Reese, the throw in here. Decides to go safe with it. Pass all the way over to Trevor Fuccio. He passes it to Brett Kerr. Brett Kerr with quite a bit of space over there. Over to Dario Hernandez from Storm Lake. Passes it to Jake Dodder. Then you have the steal from Roberto Weiser. It kicks it on out. Now we're finally all the way down to Dylan Keegan, who gets stopped by Trevor Fuccio. Dylan Keegan still with the ball. And you got Braxton Rottinghouse with a pass on over to Max Mahari from Des Moines Roosevelt. Braxton Rottinghouse to kick over. Jake Riemann tries to make the stop, and woo, that was a close one. Lucas Riemann tries to come out to make the stop over there. Lucas Ryman tries to come make the stop over there, and wasn't able to get his hands quite on it, and Dylan Keegan was right there. I'm sorry, Luke Reese was right there to. No, yeah, Dylan Keegan. I'm sorry, I was right. Dylan Keegan from Beckman Catholic in Dyersville was over there to try to put it in. Finally, Lucas Ryman was able to get his hands on it and make that stop. We got the run over there from Mitchell Lansky. Kick it around over. Lucas Ryman with the stop again. They've had a little bit of a shift here in the past, I'd say 7 minutes, where now there's been a lot more play as far as offense goes from the West team. East team making a push again. Jake Dotterer. Passes on over to Nick Schwacke. Passes it over to Martin Hernandez. Tries to get kicked in there. Josh Cooley makes the stop. He throws it on out to Martin Rodriguez. Nick Schwacke. Stop from Mark Broderick. Passes it on over. Oh. You had Mark Broderick over there, passing it down there. Nathan Hines with the stop. Nathan Hines from Waterloo East. And then right as it looked like there might be an attempt on goal there, Josh Cooley comes out of the box, tries to stop it. And then actually it was Christian Mejia, who is from Washington, went ahead and kicked it out. Now we have a corner kick over here from the West team. And goalkeeper comes on, saves it once again. Running towards the ball there, you've got Solomon Constant trying to get down there, but it just ended up going goalkeeper to goalkeeper on that one. Martin Rodriguez trying to make the stop. Wasn't able to stop it there and went on out. Christian Mejia throws it in. Braxton Rottinghouse with the and the stop from Mark Broderick. Nathan Hines over to Braxton Rottinghouse, over to Mitchell Lansky, and gets kicked up by Trevor Fuscio from Marshalltown. Mitchell Lansky from Davenport Central. $19 minutes, 30 seconds left. The clock is still running, even though it looks like we. And you have some parents not happy that the clock is still running. As you can see, the boys are ready to get picking up and playing again. But we have a clock issue. Clock stopped at 19:30, and the boys are still the clock's now down to 16:28. When the clock finally gets stopped right now it has to be reset to 20 minutes. So the clock was set at an initial 40 minutes. They played for 20 minutes, and then they took the time out there, and the clock kept running for another 4 minutes. So that was one of the reasons why there was a stoppage of play. All right, we're back to it here. East boys are in gray. West boys are in red. Solomon Constant, number 9, in gray for the East boys. Solomon from Fairfield. Got a substitution here. Solomon Constant with the corner kick. And stopped by West. Andrew Wittry from Carroll over there. You also had Jack Hirschfield in on the play. Kick out over there. Andrew Wittry from Carroll making his move over there. Nathan Hines from Waterloo East throwing it in. Noah Attenhoffen from Mid-Prairie. That'd be Trevor Fuscio kicking it back to his goalkeeper. Looks like Lucas Ryman still in. Of course, with this being a Iowa High School All-Star game, there will be changes of goalkeepers. Christian Mahia passing it on over to Noah Attenhoffen. Stolen and running down the field is Matt Broderick. Passes it over to Andrew Wittry from Carroll. And you get your penalty. Ryan Hawkins from Atlantic, number 12. With the kick here. And he kicks it over there. Just floats on over the crowd. So that'll give Christian Mahia from Washington a chance to throw it in over here. Now the flags are completely dead. It went from having a little bit of breeze, 90 degrees out here, to now just absolutely no breeze, stagnant, hot air down there on the pitch for this Iowa High School All-Star game for the boys, presented by Des Moines Menace. Header from Daniel Stewart from Clinton. We sit over there. You got David Thompson from Atlantic kicking it on over there. Another stop from Ryan Hawkins. Ryan Hawkins still trying to get it. He's still right around it. And then on the gray team, that was Noah Attenhoffen, number 13. Now you've got Braxton Rottinghouse from Hudson running with it. Passing over to Solomon Constant. He passes it over to Braxton. No, he passes it over to Daniel Stewart from Clinton, who shoots and misses. Lucas Ryman with another block. Lucas Ryman from Dowling Catholic here in West Des Moines. Daniel Stewart from Clinton with the attempt there. And now him with the corner kick. You got Daniel Keegan in position. And it gets knocked out from Trevor Fuccio from Marshalltown. Noah Attenhoffen with the kick out. And you got Christian Mahia. Stop from Ryan Hawkins. And the steal from Dane Harris from Grinnell. Wasn't able to get very far, though, with it. Solomon Constant to Braxton Rottinghouse. And the stop from Hernan Martinez. Hernan Martinez from Des Moines Hoover. Braxton Rottinghouse throwing it in here. Daniel Stewart, number 7. Kicking all the way across the pitch to Matt Broderick from West Des Moines Valley. Dylan Keegan trying to make the stop there. And Lucas Ryman, goalkeeper, coming out now. So we got a replacement over on the west. Lucas Ryman from Dowling Catholic coming out and being replaced by, well, let's see who they're going to, I believe Jake Portratz from Norwalk. Jake Portratz from Norwalk. Potratz. All right, back down on the pitch. The West boys with the ball. And we're looking at Colt Kibberts from Winterset. Kicking it on down there. East boys Josh Cooley, goalkeeper, still in. I got Ethan Knudsen from Harlan. Getting stopped by Nathan Hines from Waterloo East. Solomon Constant. 3-on-2. Pass over to shoots and misses. Braxton Rottinghouse getting the pass there from Solomon Constant with a shot. Shooting it over there, and Jake Potratz no sooner gets into the game and has his first stop. Braxton Rottinghouse from Hudson. And we got more substitutions here. Solomon Constant and Dylan Keegan both going out. Solomon Constant from Fairfield. Dylan Keegan from Beckman Catholic Dyersville. Kick out there from Ethan Knudsen. Stop from the goalkeeper. Oh, but Ryan Hawkins keeping it over on that side of the play over there. Nathan Hines just kicks it back to his goalkeeper so he can reset things. Daniel Stewart nearly able to take that one. Zach Hirschfield from MOC Floyd Valley in Orange City, number 1. Zach Hirschfield with the ball. Passes it over to Ryan Hawkins, who passes it over to David Thompson, who shoots and scores! With the left foot kick over there. Working some angles, having to get around a defender, and Josh Cooley wasn't able to make that stop. David Thompson from Atlantic. Now you got Braxton Rottinghouse go ahead and getting replaced. Number 3 for the East boys. He's being replaced by Caleb Kesterson from Cedar Rapids, Jefferson, who played goalkeeper for Cedar Rapids. And here he's playing midfielder. You got Trevor Fuccio over there who was trying to get away and it wasn't able to get it past Brandon Childs from Solon. Now you've got Daniel Stewart. Score 2-0 now with the West. Augie Bergstrom from Cedar Rapids, Washington. Passing it on over to Noah Ottenhoffen. Now you got Sam Minnick from Cedar Rapids Prairie. And it gets kicked out by Trevor Fuccio from Marshalltown. Will Warner from Pella throwing it in. And gets kicked right back out. That one from Brett Kerr from Johnston. And we got the corner kick. And back out again. Corner kick that time was from Augie Bergstrom from Cedar Rapids, Washington. And Jake Potratz from Norwalk. Goalkeeper here, going to kick it out. Brandon Childs passing it on over there. Behind the back kick there from Will Warner from Pella. And we've got a penalty. So we'll have a kick from here. Foul. Kick from Jaden Irvin. Covered by Andrew Whitty. Andrew Whitty still going. By David Thompson, who's the one that scored just a little bit ago. Not this time. Josh Cooley goes ahead and makes the stop. We have an injured player on the ground. Number 10, Nathan Hines from Waterloo East. Looks like he'll be all right. Getting up, though, with a little bit of a limp, maybe a cramp in his calves. Maybe just kicked in the back of the leg. I didn't get to see that one. Looks like he's going to be all right, though. That's good. Nathan Hines from Waterloo East. Daniel Stewart. You got Jake Hirschfield fighting against Christian Mahia. It looks like Jake ended up winning that one out as he got some help. Jaden Irvin with the ball. So the West is up 2-0. Scores by Jake Dodderer from Underwood, as well as David Thompson from Atlantic. Ryan Hawkins with the kick over. Augie Bergstrom passing it on over to Brandon Childs. Kicks it over to Sam Minnick. Can he get it? And you got a steal there from Trevor Fuccio. 2-on-1 steal. And you got Zach Hirschfield taking the ball up the pitch. Passing it on over to David Thompson, who scored last time, and it goes on out off of Christian Mahia's foot. David Thompson throwing it in there to Ryan Hawkins. Ryan Hawkins with the pass to Andrew Whittree from Carroll. Bet you have a foul. Dane Harris from Grinnell setting the ball down. Goalkeeper Josh Cooley, go ahead and kick that out. Kick out there from Noah Attenhoffen from Mid-Prairie. He kicks it over to Daniel Stewart. Oh, I'm sorry, not Daniel Stewart. Will Warner. Will Warner from Pella. Oh, and the attempted kick from Brandon Childs gets stopped by Jake Potratz. David Thompson with the throw in here. Throws it into Andrew Wittry. Pass it over to Colt Kibberts. We have another attempt. No. You had Ethan Knudsen right there ready to try to knock that in. Just wasn't able to get to it. Will Warner with the header. Passing over to Daniel Stewart. Now it's heading over there to Brandon Childs. He's going to have another attempt. Another stop from Jake Potratz from Norwalk. Quick hands right there. And we get ready for the corner kick here. 3 minutes and 31 seconds left. Jake Potratz, the new goalkeeper, has been staying a little busy as he's come in. He kicks us off to get us started here again. Daniel Stewart from Clinton. Pass it over to Will Warner with the kick up high. Over there you got Augie Bergstrom fighting for it against Colt Kibbers. 2-on-1 with the attempt. That was from Will Warner from Pella. Trying to shoot it in there. Another stop from Jake Potratz. You had Roberto Weiser there trying to make the header to send it back the other way. Wasn't quite able to get it go back. Goalkeeper Josh Cooley with the kick out here. Wasn't quite able to get it where he wanted to, I don't believe. That was David Thompson with the stop. Roberto Weiser there. Go ahead and kicks it out. Making sure Ryan Hawkins didn't have, or sorry, making sure that Brandon Childs didn't have a chance to get on it. Minute 38 left. As we get set up for the corner kick. Daniel Stewart with the stop, kicking it right back out. At halftime here, got a couple of guests for you. Got Dustin Kralik. He's the president of the Iowa High School Soccer Coaches Association, which is the organization that selects the All-Stars that we're seeing here on the pitch today. He's also the head coach for Norwalk High School Boys, who just won the 2A championship. We'll also be joined by Des Moines Menace defender Austin Bergstrom, whose brother we've mentioned a few times, Augie. Oh, and we got a score right there. Right off the corner kick here. I'm trying to see if that was Luke Reese or no, I believe that was Ethan Knudsen. Ethan Knudsen with the score. So we have the boys, West Boys 3, East Boys 0. Ethan Knudsen with the score there. The first score was by Jake Dotterer. The second one was right there from number 13. All right, we're going to have another attempt here. Nope. Number 13 was David Thompson, scored as well. And that is time. "90 degrees. Hey, wind is starting to pick up a little bit better again, but it's hot out there, and the boys are doing a lot of running around. We're going to take a quick 10-minute. We have a quick 10-minute halftime. We're going to get back with the second half. While we're waiting for the halftime, we've got a couple of guests here to talk to, and we're going to get set up for those in just a second right here. Welcome back to the Iowa High School All-Star Soccer Game, and I'm Robert Reese, the play-by-play host here, and now I'm joined by Dustin Kralik. He's the Iowa High School Coaches Association president, right? That's a mouthful. So. Now, you guys are the ones that select the players that we've been watching here today, so tell us what that process is like, first of all.
Well, we changed it a little bit this year. It's an online process now. Coaches from across the state submit nominations online. They can nominate one player from their school and 3 players from another school that they've played against. And then we go through and find the guys who got the most votes and try and, get kids from as many different schools as we can.
Mm-hmm. So that was one of my questions I was going to say, because obviously the coaches are going to want to choose their own their own players. So you do let them choose one of their players, and then they can choose 3 other players that way. And so when it comes down to this process, do you look at stats at all, or you just do it based on voting?
We look at the stats a little bit, but really based on voting. And, we want to try and get kids from all 3 classes from throughout the state. And, I think this year we got a pretty good representation from small school up to big school.
Yeah. So with the Iowa High School Soccer Association here, with it, it's getting more and more attention every single year. It's growing more and more. And so I guess that's one of the reasons why you decided to go to the voting. How was it done before that?
Well, we did take votes before. It was just a manual email process, so coaches would email it in. It took a lot more work on our part to cut and paste from spreadsheets and things like that and to assemble it. So now we just use our website. Everybody submits it online. It feeds into a spreadsheet, and it's a pretty simple process.
Now, how long have the boys been out here getting ready for this? They didn't just show up this morning, did they?
They did. They came out for practice this morning at 10 a.m. They practiced for an hour with the coaches, and then we took them out and treated them to lunch. And they got to hang out for a little bit and cool down, and then back out here to warm up.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to get warm when it's 90 degrees out there right now. So the boys, a lot of these boys, they've played against each other, but they've never. They didn't really get to practice and play together like this. At least that. In this type of environment, right?
Yeah, I think there's a few of them that play club soccer together outside of the high school season, but many kids that during the season and even in the state tournament they've played against each other. So it's kind of fun for them to get out and to be able to be on the same team and play together.
Yeah. So what does it mean to the boys being a part of an all-star group like this?
I think it's kind of a fun last hurrah for them at high school. They're all seniors, so they get to go out and play one more game before they get into their college workouts or get into getting ready for moving in at school, wherever they're doing, because some of them are going to keep playing. Some of them, this is the last game.
Yeah, that's true.
Before they go on and just focus on studies. So.
Yeah. Now, besides being the president of the Iowa High School Soccer Association, you're also the head coach for Norwalk High School boys. And congratulations to you guys. You just won the 2A championship, right?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just won it. And actually the coach that is coaching the West guys is the coach of the team we played in the finals. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. So that's pretty interesting
Yep.
situation right there. So with your team, with your boys that just won this, what's your layout with as far as seniors go, juniors, and things like that?
We
In
had
other words, what are we looking at for next year?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll be a pretty solid team again next year. We had 5 seniors on our roster. 3 of them started for us. Jake, our goalkeeper's out here playing today. But as far as field players go, we bring back 94% of our production. So we got a lot of guys back to look towards next year.
Good, excellent. You know, so I think soccer has been growing in America for the last 20 years. I mean, back when I was in high school 20 years ago, they didn't even have soccer in my school and stuff. So it's definitely growing now. Are you seeing that as a coach? Are you seeing more and more interest in soccer?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, our roster at Norwalk, and we're a middle-sized school, but we get about 50 kids or more a year on our team. And just, there's more kids out playing. It's on TV all over this summer. So I definitely think we see the growth in it in the high
like
school
50
programs.
kids try to come out?
Yeah.
Wow, that's tremendous. That's fantastic. Once again, Dustin and Kralik, I appreciate you joining me right here. And so far it's a great game. We've seen some really good action. So thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thank you very much for hosting us.
All right, thank you.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Welcome back to the Iowa High School All-Star Game. I'm Robert Reese, the play-by-play host here. And now I'm joined by Des Moines Menace defender Austin Bergstrom. How you doing, Austin?
Good.
All
It's
right.
nice to be here.
Now, I got to ask about the name. We were just talking about it right before we came on air right here. I lived in Austin, Texas forever, and the airport there is the Austin Bergstrom Airport. So were you named after an airport?
I think the airport was named after me.
Yeah, the airport named after you. That's
no,
right.
but yeah, a lot of my friends have flown through there, and they talk to me about it. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. All right, so you play for Ohio State. And so what year are you now?
I'm going to be a senior.
Going to be a senior
Yeah.
there. All right, cool. So you were there for that's where you initially went right out of high school there.
Right, yeah, I've been there for 3 years now.
Sweet, that's
Yep.
pretty interesting. Now, and so where did you go to high school though?
Cedar Rapids, Washington.
Sweet.
So
So Cedar Rapids, Washington, which ties us into a player out here that's playing for Cedar Rapids, Washington. That'd be your brother.
Yep, little brother's out there
Yeah.
playing hard.
So what do you think? How's he been doing so far?
He's been doing pretty well.
Now he's gonna watch this afterwards. So.
I know. I can't say anything too bad, but no, I like him. He's doing well out there.
Yeah, he's been running around. I've called his name a few times, so
Yeah.
he's been doing pretty good. So does he have plans to continue his play?
Not soccer-wise right now. He's going to go study at Michigan.
All right.
So got a little rivalry going there.
I said, wait a minute, you're at Ohio State, and he's going to Michigan. How does that work out?
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to figure out who my parents are going to root for.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. You're
We'll
like,
see.
Mom, Dad, I'm the older one. Okay, you got to go with the older kid. That's you're gonna
Right,
start.
right.
You got to start pulling every little string you can at this point. So, excellent. Well, so Austin's brother Augie plays for the East team. I believe he's number 2. Yeah, he's number 2 out there. So you see Gray number 2. That'd be Austin's brother.
Yep.
So, did you get to play an All-Star game like this?
I did, yep.
So tell us what the
4 years
experience is
ago.
like.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. Just playing against, being a club player, I got to practice with a lot of those guys growing up, but then playing against them in an All-Star game was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
Now, how do you get ready mentally for something like this? Because you don't really get to practice a lot with each
Right,
other.
right,
You're
right.
just kind of thrown out there.
yeah, you don't have too much chemistry with the guys you
Right.
never play with, but you just go out there and enjoy it. I mean, it's relaxed. It's
Do you
not,
have I haven't really seen it that much here. I was interested to see what it would be like to see if there's going to be a lot of ball hogging, but it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of that. It looks like there's still some sharing.
The guys
going
are moving the ball pretty well. There's been a lot of opportunities. It's been fun to watch.
cool. Austin Bergstrom, Des Moines Menace Soccer. I appreciate you coming out here and joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. All right, we get back to the soccer game over here. We get started East versus West. Kicking it off right here. We've got the West.
You know what this means. It means and. But at Come and Go, it means more. So come in and look for the and to find something extra just for you. Come and Go, where and means more. Check out all our extras this summer, like any size drink for just $1.
And if you're just tuning in, 3-0. West is up over the East. We've had goals by Jake Daughter, number 3 for the West. In the red, we've had a goal from David Thompson, number 13, as well as Ethan Knudsen, number 9. Breeze has picked up again. I'm sure the boys appreciate that. 90 degrees out here today in West Des Moines at Valley Stadium, and the breeze had died down earlier to where it was just stale and stagnant. Lots of kicking around over here. Coming down here to the bottom part of the field, you got Jake Irvin. You have Greg Orlovs. Greg Orlovs is from Ankeny Christian Academy. First time we've called his name today. Now you got Braxton Rottinghouse, number 3. They're at the top of the pitch, going against Hernan Martinez. He kicks it over to Dylan Keegan, kicks it back to Dane Harris. Go ahead and kicks it towards the goal, and it gets stopped by Jake Potratz from Norwalk. And the kick from Jake Daughter, who's already scored once today. This time it gets stopped. Josh Cooley. Brett Kerr passing it back to Hernan Martinez. Nick Schwacke passing it over to Zach Steffen. Passes it back to Braxton Rottinghouse again. Now you've got Mitchell Lansky. Passing it over to Solomon Constance. Wasn't quite able to get it over to him, as he was cut off by Ryan Hawkins. Braxton Rottinghouse with the stop. Passing it over to Nick Schwacke. Passes it over to Zach Steffen. Zach Steffen makes Greg Orlov's miss. And a kick out from Hernan Martinez. All the way over to Zach Hirschfield. Oh, sorry, over to Christian Mahia. Hernan Martinez. Gonna have the attempted pass over the middle was stopped. Hernan Martinez with the stop there. Solomon Constant passing over to Braxton Rottinghouse. Gonna shoot over there and not quite making it. Nick Schwacke with the header trying to get it in there. Nick Schwacke from Pleasant Valley. Greg Orlovs trying to fight against Braxton Rottinghouse. No, Zach Steffen. Jaden Irvin trying to get in position to get that one, wasn't quite able to do it. Augie Bergstrom getting ready to throw it in. Gets the kick out. Pass it over to Zach Steffen. Zach Steffen heading it back the other way. Hernan Martinez decides to go ahead and just kick it over to his goalkeeper. Punches it out. Then you got Christian Mahia controlling it the other way. Andrew Wittry. Down to Dario Hernandez from Storm Lake. Passing it over to Brett Kerr. You had Luke Reese over there trying to get it kicked out there. Dario Hernandez kicks it all the way to the other side of the field to Ryan Hawkins. Kicks it over to Jaden Irvin. Wasn't quite able to get it passed in there. Braxton Rottinghouse with the stop. Braxton Rottinghouse passing to Zach Steffen. Gets it over to Solomon Constant. Nick Schwacke trying to make a angle on the ball. Wasn't quite able to get to it. Trevor Fuccio with the run. Passing it over to Jake Dotterer, who scored previously in the game. It was the very first scorer of the game, actually. 7.5 minutes into the second half. And we're going to get the corner kick over here from Brett Kerr. Ryan Hawkins stopping the ball from going out. Makes a move against Zach Steffen. Pass it over to Jake Dotterer. Wasn't able to quite get there. Greg Orlovs from Ankeny Christian Academy. Nope, he's going to go ahead and let Ryan Hawkins throw it in. And we got a substitution for the East Boys, the gray team. Zach Steffen is out. Got the throw in there. And the goalkeeper, Josh Cooley, diving out in front of everybody and heading that thing out of there. I'm sorry, the goalkeeper has been replaced. Caleb Kesterson from Cedar Rapids Jefferson is the goalkeeper on that one. He's the one that made the big jump out of there and headed the ball out. You got Dylan Keegan back in. Solomon Constant. Braxton Rottinghouse. Mitchell Lansky. Noah Attenhofen. And Christian Mahia, as well as Joey Phillip from Cedar Valley Christian School. That's your lineup out there right now for the East Boys. For your West Boys, you've got Jaden Irvin, you have Jake Dotterer. David Orlovs. Ryan Hawkins. Oh, got an attempt on goal right there from Dylan Keegan. Stopped once again. Brett Kerr out there for the West Boys as well. Mark Broderick. Man, got a reset here from Caleb Kesterson. Passing out to Christian Mahia. Over to Mitchell Lansky. Passes it back to Joey Phillip. And let's try the other side of the field, the pitch here. Augie Bergstrom. Gets stopped from Greg Orlovs. Augie heads it back. Nick Schwacke passing it on over to Daniel Stewart. Augie Bergstrom picking it up. Back to Daniel Stewart. Over to Dylan Keegan. Dylan Keegan goes out on Nathan Hines from Waterloo East. I'm sorry, it goes out on Mark Broderick from right here in Des Moines Valley, West Des Moines Valley. Looks like we're going to have the corner kick from Daniel Stewart. And there's a little bit of confusion there. Joe Potratz was about to take it, and then he just threw it off the other player, so they get another corner kick here. Daniel Stewart with the kick. Dylan Keegan tried to head it, wasn't quite able to get it. Braxton Rottinghouse weaving his way in and out of players. And then Ryan Hawkins with the stop. Passes it on over to Mark Broderick, kicks it out. Over to Martin Rodriguez. Just working the field, passing it on over to Jaden Irvin. You got Jaden Irvin passing it back to. Oh, they have a run up here. Martin Hernandez with the kick attempt, just misses. The stop by Caleb Kesterson. Dylan Keegan not able to get to it in time. And we'll go out. Caleb Kesterson with the stop there, but it's still, the ball was still in play, so it had an opportunity there for the East boys to get it in. Daniel Stewart working against Ryan Hawkins, able to get by him. And you had Mark Broderick, Nathan Hines from Waterloo East coming over there to stop Ryan Hawkins from progressing further. Looks like we'll have another substitution, this time at goalkeeper. Now it looks like our goalkeeper is going to be Max Meharry from Des Moines Roosevelt for the West boys. Max Meharry. Header from Braxton Rottinghouse. Braxton Rottinghouse able to keep it control, not quite able to keep it all the way. It still stays on this side of the pitch, though, as now you got Nick Schwacke fighting for it with Solomon Constant. Passes back to Nick Schwacke. To Solomon Constant. Dylan Keegan. Braxton Rottinghouse with the shoot and the score. And that puts the East boys on the board. Braxton Rottinghouse from Hudson. 3-1, West over the East. Scores from Jake Dodderer from Underwood, David Thompson from Atlantic, Ethan Knudsen from Harlan, and then the East boys, Braxton Rottinghouse from Hudson. Jaden Irvin passing it back to Ryan Hawkins, who just tries to kick it out of there. And Brett Kerr getting over to Dario Hernandez. Dario Hernandez getting on the other side of the pitch. Passing it on down to Martin Rodriguez. Tries to kick it over to Jake Dodderer. Mark Broderick versus Solomon Constant, as well as, oh, we got another attempt here. Dylan Keegan shoots and misses. The stop from Max Maharry. The stop from Max Maharry. A hard kick right there that he was able to stop. Daniel Stewart passing back to Augie Bergstrom. Augie Bergstrom passing over to Braxton Rottinghouse, who just scored less than 3 minutes ago. Dane Harris from Grinnell passing it back to Christian Mahia. Kick over to Dylan Keegan, a little bit too far. .23 minutes, 45 seconds left to play. West is up over the East, 3-1 for your Iowa High School All-Star Game, presented by the Des Moines Menace, professional soccer. Max Maharry kicking it out, get us going again. 90 degrees, slight breeze, going right to left. Be Will Warner fighting against Hernan Martinez over there. And Martinez kicking it out. Will Warner throwing it in to Brandon Childs. Kicks it on over there, wide left. And we reset. Lots of umbrellas down there in the crowd today, although it's a nice, bright, sunshiny day, mainly because it's so bright and sunshiny and 90 degrees. Got to get yourself protected from the sun. Braxton Rottinghouse with the big kick. In play there, you had Will Warner, you had Brandon Childs, and Daniel Stewart. All close to the ball there in play. Max Maharry, Des Moines Roosevelt, goalkeeper. And you got the kick out there. Jake Dodderer, as well as Greg Orlovs. Braxton Rottinghouse going up against Brett Kerr right there. Braxton Rottinghouse passing it over to Will Warner, who kicks it in. Oh, the shoot from Brandon Childs looked like he had just a great angle. Just wasn't able to get it low enough on the ball there. Just sailed right over the up crossbar. That was so close. Good pass there from Will Warner over to Brandon Childs. Will Warner from Pella, Brandon Childs from Solon. Number 7 for gray team, Daniel Stewart. Number 7 for the red team, Jaden Irvin from Des Moines Lincoln. Daniel Stewart from Clinton. Ryan Hawkins, throw in. Throws it down to Jake Dodderer. Wasn't quite able to get it. The header knocked off the path by Austin Bergstrom, or Augie Bergstrom. Austin was his brother, who we talked to at halftime. Jaden Irvin for the West boys, throwing it in here. Those are to Ryan Hawkins. And it gets stopped by Daniel Stewart. And that finishes that period. 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left to play. We'll take a quick couple-minute break here. Be right back. You're listening to you're watching the Iowa High School All-Star Soccer Game. Score 3-1.
For a limited time at Schottenkirk Chevy in Waukee, get up to $12,000 off select new Silverado Crew Cab LTs. Get 25% off new Impalas, Sparks, and Sonics. These are going fast. Equinox owners get an additional $1,500 towards the purchase of any new Chevy. And no, you don't have to trade it in. If you serve, save even more with military discounts. Save big in Waukee. Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Poor eating habits and lack of exercise have contributed to a doubling of childhood obesity. The YMCA knows that lifestyle habits such as healthy eating and physical activity will help reverse this trend. The Y offers programs for kids of all ages, from preschool through high school. Water babies to swim teams, basketball, summer camps, flag football, child watch, and even lacrosse. If your family is serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of your healthier family. Poor eating.
Stop ruining your steaks. You deserve a grill that gives you great steaks every time. Fireplace Superstore proudly offers the most complete selection of Weber grills in central Iowa, gas, charcoal, portable, and smokers. Fireplace Superstore features Weber special edition grills that come with Weber's unparalleled warranty. Now you can enjoy your grill for many summers to come. There is a difference. See our large selection of Weber grills, many models and colors. Fireplace Superstore is the exclusive Weber Alliance dealer in central Iowa. Fireplace Superstore at 109th and Douglas. Stop ruining your steaks. You deserve a grill that gives you great steaks every time. Fireplace Superstore proudly offers the most complete selection of Weber grills in central Iowa, gas, charcoal, portable, and smokers. Fireplace Superstore features Weber special edition grills that come with Weber's unparalleled warranty. Now you can enjoy your grill for many summers to come. There is a difference. See our large selection of Weber grills, many models and colors. Fireplace Superstore is the exclusive Weber Alliance dealer in central Iowa. Fireplace Superstore at 109th and Douglas.
We're back to the Iowa High School All-Star Soccer game for the boys. West is up 3-1. Scores for those of you watching. Jake Dodder from Underwood scored the very first goal. Then you had Max Meharry scoring the second goal. You had Ethan Knudsen scoring from Harlan, and then you had David Thompson. Oh boy, I've got that all messed up. Okay, Jake Dodder, you had Ethan Knudsen, and you had Thompson all scoring for the West. For the East, we just had a score from Braxton Rottinghouse not too long ago, and we're back off again. 20 minutes left to play here at the Iowa High School All-Star Soccer game. As Mark Broderick, this is his home field right here. This is his home pitch. Mark Broderick's from West Des Moines Valley. And we're going to have the throw in from Colt Kibberts from Winterset. Kibbers throws it in there, and Daniel Stewart with the steal. Wasn't quite able to keep control of it. Ethan Knudsen throwing it in there to Ryan Hawkins, but is he able to keep control from Brandon Childs? And then you got the pass from Will Warner to Brandon Childs. Brandon Childs going against Trevor Fuchsia. Trevor Fuchsia stopping him. Is it a foul? It is a foul. Braxton Rottinghouse, who's the only scorer for the East boys, with the kick. Augie Bergstrom actually coming over. So blocked by the wall. And the ricochet off of Daniel Stewart goes right to the goalie, Max Meharry, who kicks it out. Colt Kibbers involved with the play there. You got Ethan Knudsen. Colt to Ethan. All the way across the field. The pitch. Now back all the way to Colt Kibbers. He kicks it over to Mark Broderick. Mark Broderick kicking it on over there. In and just missed. We had the kick over to Andrew Whittree. Tried to kick it over to Zach Hirschfield. Just wasn't able to make the connection. Brett Kerr from Johnston. And he had the steal there from Joey Phillip. Joey Phillips from Cedar Valley Christian School. Trevor Fuscio. And they're going to go ahead and get a reset here. Max Meharry, the goalkeeper. Daniel Stewart trying to make the stop. Wasn't quite able to get it. Colt Kibbers running with it. Trying to pass it over to Andrew Whittree. Wasn't quite able to get it there. With the stop by Joey Phillip. Daniel Stewart. Kicking it on out. You can tell the breeze has picked up a little bit. You can tell because you probably hear it in the microphone. Daniel Stewart, Colt Kibberts fighting for the ball. Nick Schwacke passing it back to Augie Bergstrom. Daniel Stewart tries to kick it out. Goes off of Colt Kibbers from Winterset. Augie Bergstrom get it in there. Passed over to Daniel Stewart now. Trevor Fuscio. Daniel Stewart fighting for it. And on that was also Brandon Childs. It's hot out there. I see some of the boys on the bench, their shirts off. 90-degree day here in West Des Moines for the Iowa High School boys soccer team. Soccer game. East versus West. Still 15 minutes and 30 seconds to play. David Thompson with the stop there. And Mark Broderick resetting it. Christian Mahia. Ethan Knudsen passing over. Attempted kick there from David Thompson, who's already scored once. Just wasn't able to get his foot on the ball. And he had a save there from Dane Harris kicking it out. Corner kick will come from David Thompson from Atlantic. Down there in the box, Andrew Whittree, Mark Broderick, Brett Kerr. Mark Broderick kicking it, wasn't quite able to get it there. Now we got Will Warner on running. Kicks it over to Noah Attenhoffen. We got offsides. Zach Hirschfield, I believe, with the kick here. No, that was actually Jaden Irvin from Des Moines Lincoln. Colt Kibbers. Ryan Hawkins kicking it on over. Header. And the stop from Caleb Kesterson from Cedar Rapids Jefferson. Trevor Fuscio and Brandon Childs fighting for it over there. Brandon Childs able to win that one over. Then you have Brett Kerr fighting for it. Shoot and wide right. 3-1 West over the East so far. 12 minutes, 45 seconds left to play. 90-degree day here at Valley Stadium in West Des Moines for the Iowa High School All-Star Soccer game. Coach for the East boys, Merrick Laskowski from Berkman Catholic. Coach for the West boys, Ben Shakirk from Storm Lake. Braxton Rottinghouse currently with the ball. The only score for the East boys so far comes from him. Ryan Hawkins with the kick out. Jaden Irvin trying to kick that thing out there, just missed it. Just gets it right back to the goalie. Gets this thing started over again. Bushia going against Braxton Rottinghouse, as well as Will Warner, was able to squeeze through, but then ends up kicking it out of bounds. Jaden Irvin just kicking it right back there. You have Brandon Childs aggressively going after the goalkeeper. Kurt Kibbers passing it over. Now you've got Matt Broderick with the ball, making a move on Sam Minnick. Passes it over to Ethan Knudsen, who has a score already. Mark Broderick now on the other side of the pitch. Braxton Rottinghouse with the ball, moving up with a lot of space. No pressure against him. And he passes it over to Brandon Childs, stopped by stopped by Trevor Fuchsia. The kick from Will Warner, a little bit too long, just over his player's head. And a couple of people in position there. I think he was trying to get a header in, just a little too high. Ryan Hawkins from Atlantic. Go ahead and throw this in. Throws it to Colt Kibbers. Going against Augie Bergstrom. Slips and falls. Augie Bergstrom with the steal. Passes it over, shoots. And just a light kick there from Brandon Childs. May have had an opportunity to put a little more oomph on that and get it by the goalkeeper there, Max Meharry. Still in play on this side of the pitch, though. Augie Bergstrom with the steal. Pass it over to Daniel Stewart. Passes it back to Augie. Passes over to Christian Mejia. To Noah Attenhoffen. Still by Luke Reese. Luke Reese running 3-on-3 here. Kicks it on over himself, just off of the foot of Roberto Weiser. He did have David Thompson that he might have had an opportunity to pass to, or I believe Ryan Hawkins was David Thompson was down there as well. And Mark Broderick with the attempt here. Gets caught by Daniel Stewart. Mark Broderick versus Daniel Stewart still. And we'll have a corner kick. 8 minutes, 30 seconds left to play. 3-1 West over the East so far. Mark Broderick with the corner kick. Headed in by, what a header right there. David Thompson with the header, goes right in the right upper corner of the goal. So David Thompson with 2 goals now. From the corner kick, by Mark Broderick. Mark Broderick from West Des Moines Valley, kicking it to David Thompson from Atlantic. Augie Bergstrom kicking it off of Jaden Irvin's foot, able to keep it. Goes over to Brandon Childs. And offsides. Four to 1 now. West over the East. Jaden Irvin passing it down to Andrew Wittry. Andrew Wittry trying to keep control of it. Stolen from Joey Phillip. Joey Phillip passing it over to Sam Minnick from Cedar Rapids Prairie. Augie Bergstrom throwing it in to Braxton Rottinghouse. A little too light though. You got Luke Reese with the steal. Passing it down to Jaden Irvin. Tries to kick it on over. Gets stopped from Joey Fushia. Joey Phillip. Braxton Rottinghouse passing it over to Brandon Childs. Take the attempt. Woo. A little high. Nice solid kick there from Brandon Childs, especially this late in the game here. You got to be tired. 90-degree temperatures. Winds have died down once again. 6 minutes left in the game. 4 to 1, West over the East. Game presented by the Des Moines Menace, Iowa's professional soccer team. And he stepped out there. And got substitutions here. Braxton Rottinghouse and Brandon Child, both very involved with their score. Braxton actually scoring. Brandon, I believe, was had an assist on that one. So there's they're both getting replaced now. You got Solomon Constant in the game again. Kicked out by Colt Kibbers. 5 minutes left here in the game. Sam Minnick, number 14. Luke Reese with some room. Passes down to Jaden Irvin with the shoot. And the block actually from Joey Phillip. Keeping Caleb Kesterson, his goalkeeper, from having to do too much work there, as he's able to get in front of that ball. Corner kick now coming from Ethan Knudsen, who himself already has a score. Header from Jaden Irvin from Des Moines Lincoln. Attempt to do that. Ends up going out on a East player. And we get another attempt at the corner kick from Ethan Knudsen. And this time goes straight to the goalkeeper. Ethan Knudsen from Harlan. Header from Fushia, Trevor Fushia. Dylan Keegan fighting against Trevor Fushia there for control of the ball. Get a little bit of some pushing off, so we're going to get restarted here. I'll leave back to Max Meharry, the goalkeeper. Colt Kibbers on the near side of the field. Passing it over there. But it was Daniel Stewart with the stop. Jaden Irvin throwing it in. Augie Bergstrom with the steal. Sam Minnick. Trevor Fushia with the header stop. Solomon Constant goes for the shoot. 20 yards, 30 yards out. Just a little bit wide right. Solomon Constant and Ryan Hawkins fighting for it over there. Solomon Constant able to finally get control of it. Passes it on over to Dylan Keegan. To Solomon Constant. Shoots high. Two minutes left in the game. 4-1 West over East. You have a player down. He got kicked a little bit. It'll be Trevor Fushia. And that hard kick from Solomon Constant, I think it got a piece of him. Colt Kibbers with the run against Augie Bergstrom. Kicking it on down. Ryan Hawkins able to recover that one. Ryan Hawkins still with the ball. Kicks high. Just over the right part of the goal post there. So Caleb Kesterson, goalkeeper from Cedar Rapids Jefferson, have a chance to put this back in play for us. Ryan Hawkins with a kick there from Atlantic. One minute left to play. Sam Minnick, Solomon Constant, Sam Minnick. Trying to get stopped by Luke Reese, but Sam Minnick still controls it. To Augie Bergstrom. Augie Bergstrom to Sam Minnick. Sam Minnick kicking it around. Colt Kibbers to past Trevor Fushia. And just, he's making people miss, but just wasn't able to do it. As it goes out, gives the goalkeeper another chance to get it in play with 15 seconds left on the game clock. Ryan Hawkins able to keep it away from Noah Attenhoffen. And then Andrew Wittry passing it over to Ryan Hawkins. And that ends it. There's the whistles. West winning the Iowa High School All-Star Soccer game against the East boys 4-1. You have scores from the very first score you had was from number 3, Jake Dodderer from Underwood. Then we had a score from David Thompson from Atlantic. And then we had a score from Ethan Knudsen from Harlan, which put them up 3-0. Then the East boys scored early in the second half from number 3, Braxton Rottinghouse from Hudson. And then late here again, David Thompson off of a corner kick had a header in for his second goal of the game to make it 4-1, and that's how we wrap this up. 4-1, West boys over East. And high school coaches here. The coach for the East boys, once again, Mirek Laskowski from Beckman Catholic. And you also had the West boys coach, Ben Schikirk from Storm Lake. Also appreciate Dustin Kralik, president of the Iowa High School Soccer Coaches Association, for coming in here at halftime and updating us on how they selected the players, as well as the process of what this is like. I mean, these boys just got here this morning, practiced a little bit, went to lunch, and now they're out here playing. And we also want to thank Austin Bergstrom, who plays for Ohio State, and he's a Des Moines Menace defender. He came in here and told us a little bit about his career, as well as his brother, Augie, who played for the East boys. So there you go. There's the Iowa High School All-Star Soccer game presented by the Des Moines Menace. 4-1, West versus East is how we finish up this one right here. Yeah, that's what we did. And that's all we have for you.